to play the game.
No, please continue. What are we doing? We're in the middle of a battle. We're in the middle of a battle, gentlemen. I mean, there's battle music and there's all sorts of things going on that are battle friendly. Let's try to act with a little bit more decorum, shall we?
Negative.
Negative. That's okay. No, really, stall, because once again I've managed to pull up the wrong monitor.
I charge.
The wrong monitor. There we go.
Natural 20.
What a waste. What a waste.
Oh,
that's right where we
End
left
of
off.
game.
That's his initiative roll.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dicewise Entertainment presents a Fantasy Grounds sponsored show, the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Age of Ashes campaign. We are in, I would say, the second part of 3, maybe the second part of 4 of Book 1, Hell Knight Hill. And tonight with me are 3 fun brew-loving dwarves who have come down from the Five Kings Mountains to open a microbrewery. But first they need coin. And they are answering the yearly tradition of the Hero's Call with the aid of a human cleric of, we like to call him CC, Caden Carillion.
Caden Calillian? Or is it Carillion?
Carillion?
Lillian.
So-
Keylillian?
Yes.
As in Corellia? As in somebody misses the Star Wars game already?
I do.
Caden Carillion?
Whatever you can pronounce, Jeff.
Yeah. You rule this world, my friend.
Yes, well. We all know how that usually works out for me. Big CC in the sky. Let's go around and meet tonight's cast of players. Leading our motley crew and returning after doing far too well, as I'm concerned, as a DM puppet and being led around the nose by Rob Hammond. We have, finally returning, we have Mr. Frank Hamilton is in the house tonight playing Theowen of no last name. What is your claim?
Of no last name.
Yeah. What is your name?
What's that?
What is your
You want
name?
to do my last name?
What is your name, son?
I don't know.
You know
It's
what-
been so long. I've
it hasn't
forgotten
been, it hasn't been that long.
vaguely who it is. It's Theowen, son of Dorlan Crosshammers.
Crosshammers. There we go. Theowen Crosshammers. Right. Our mighty fighter and the only guy that gets attacks of opportunity. On his right, a clan cousin, a dwarven legend in his own mind, with perfectly combed chest hairs that have sort of like a rainbow flower pattern going out from the center this week, playing Miros Anvilbender, the dwarven monk. We have Ryan Messsina in the house tonight.
Hey, everybody.
And the man that kind of, the glue that keeps them together, and the only guy that's qualified with charisma for a social encounter, playing Albric Stonechucker, the dwarven sorcerer, and the only voice of reason in this group. Mr. Matt Witt is with us tonight.
I be the one with the reasoning.
And working on an experimental microphone, an Audio-Technica BHP-1, so he can travel the world, because he's usually broadcasting from some no-tell motel, as he's always on the road. We have our CCC, our Clearwater Cleric? No, our Caden Carillion Cleric of Doom? No, Joe Gibson's in the house playing a human.
Hello. The only human.
The only human.
Our token human.
Gentlemen, when last left, we were midst battle. You were fighting the former members of Finger 11, now known as the Rough and Tumble Rainbow Butt Monkey Gang, from beneath the Citadel Eldraine vaults. And if I'm going to pull up a combat tracker and have a look at what's going on, then I'd have to say that you guys are sitting at round 4, and I think it's a certain humanoid's go. Problem is, he died. He went down in front of Miros, not on Miros. Stop that. in front of
Hey, now.
Miros and is removed from combat. And it's actually, thank God, he's back. It's Theowen's go. Theowen, they asked you to clear some rubble from a north door in the center room where you'll find your character, and you were completely absorbed in that. Now, finally hearing the sounds of battle, as your cousin, the sorcerer, ran up to a door as a rainbow butt monkey peeked his head through, started squealing and wailing in a frothy rage at him. They've traded spells, they've traded cell numbers. Now he's backed off to wait to see its next move, but it's your go.
Hey, we can't have them having all the fun now. I think I will. Is this door right here open or closed ahead of me?
Ahead of you, you're still clearing rubble. Your axe is beside you, leaning against the wall as you were using your hands and bare toes. I effectively disarmed you because you just did far, far too well.
Cousin, bare toes. Is there something you're not telling me about your lineage?
That doesn't sound like something I do at all, is put my axe down. So I will.
So you
grab
tell
my
me you
axe.
would use the weapon as an actual gardening tool to clear rubble, scratching the blade
Well,
and...
If it's good enough to chop an elemental, it's good enough to chop my way through to this door.
Okay.
But anyway, I'll grab up my axe
Okay.
and move down towards this door. So there's
Joe,
one
would,
action.
Joe, would you start
There's
looking up
5,
wear and tear on
10,
weapons for me while we
15.
coming around to,
And what is this here? It looks like a bed in the corner, maybe.
There's a,
Oh, it's
a couch.
It's a corpse of a rainbow butt monkey, really.
And so is that door in front of me, like right there, right there? Is that open or closed?
straight to the south is
It's
a jar.
semi-ajar. Just enough to reach a hand around the corner and throw some fire.
Oh. Well, I don't have any fire. So let me move right to there. And I think I'm done. No point in standing in the way of Albright.
All right.
No, it's definitely not a good idea.
So, returning from the pile of rubble, sliding up on the opposite side, on the east side of Elbrick, and a step forward with him behind your right shoulder and a bunch of debris in front of you, eyeballing the door in a corner crux a mere 10 feet away. And you're done?
I'm done.
All right. Well, that was Frank Hamilton tonight. Thank you. I'm sorry he can't stay. He's got to go back and fight the good fight. Oh, you're not done. You're just done your
Done.
turn. Oh, okay. Sorry.
My turn's over.
Eris, the warg pup familiar.
I'll just reach in, scratch her wee chin. Oh, it's gonna be okay. Don't mind the smell, those foul butt monkeys.
He just looks up at you and then looks back down and keeps typing. Muros, Anvilbender, you are up, sir. Niles Albright, you are on deck. Get ready. Muros, what do you do?
Hey, I'm going to hustle. Yeah, come down here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
Hustle again.
Sliding
5,
south along the
10,
narrow
15.
corridor,
20.
hooking around. You see him melt through stone? I saw that. No. Yeah.
It happens when you become one with a stone.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, your second diagonal is... I can't remember, Joe. Help me out here. Diagonals are still extra movement?
Yes.
But
Yeah,
not the
first
not-
one's free, but
Not
your second
not
one
the first
costs.
one, but then the second one. So
Right,
it's 1,
Right.
3.
So for him to get to
4,
the end of the
7.
10-foot hall, it's actually 15. You can't cut a corner,
That's-
so that's 20 to exit the hall. It's 30,
Divide by
35,
3,
40.
carry the 8.
So it's 50 to get to where you are.
Yeah, I was going to hold here.
Okay. But
Hey!
you do see around the corner a
Yeah.
certain band member.
Hey, you flaming butt monkey, what you doing? You smell wretched.
He doesn't respond. Anything else, sir?
No, I just got him.
Okay. Niles, you're up, sir. And
I will
go ahead.
follow as best as I can.
Bringing up the rear.
Yep.
Okay.
And I am done.
Okay. Rape radio at the ready. Rapier at the ready. Bringing us to an unknown... I would really wish you guys would burn the chevron or burn the action to identify these things, just because coming up with, assumed names Not that we have name tags, though we do actually have names, which means I got to draw crit cards, which is fun. Yes, so much fun.
We're not that kind of party, Jeff.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe I was interested in attacking the mage until he threw snow in my face, and I used the door as a shield, and now I'm surrounded. You come up behind me. So I am smart enough to know when I'm cornered. So I'm going to turn, and he's going to go after Muros.
Ah.
Actually, you know what? Being focused, and because they actually have a raging frenzy, being in that frenzy, I think he's kind of focused on, what is going on in front of him. So no, I'm going to burst through the door. 5, 10, take stock of, everything there and just reach out towards the first opponent, which would be our certain Axebringer, and is upon you, whether you like it or not. Attacking with his sickle. Coming up, I'm going to try a trip attempt once more. So
The sickle or the whip?
With I don't really get into two weapon fighting. Like, he's got one in each, but I think he was going at you with the sickle. The sickle actually is an agile finesse trip weapon as well. Because you guys have proven how keeping you guys at range is useless already in the last room. So I have to make an athletics check against against the fighter's fortitude. Oh, I guess I didn't think this through in my rage, but that's fine. Because we learned about tripping. Athletics check versus your fort. So if you take your fortitude bonus, Frank, and just add a base of 10, give me a DC there.
19.
19. Okay. Yep. With a +6 on my side, who knows? Anything could happen.
Who knows?
Natural 1. This is an attack. Even though it's a skill check, it is an attack, which means I got it.
That's unfortunate. I hate to see it. I really do.
That's terrible.
I have to draw my card.
What's a crit fumble look like?
Well,
About to find
You
out.
lose your balance and
one
fall prone.
You banish yourself to a demi-plane of hell.
Ooh.
this crit is called On the Receiving End. Very simple. Melee, you deal damage to yourself instead of the target. So I go to trip you, slip on the debris, and he goes down. Whoop! Because that was my intent, was to trip you. So he basically runs up and falls prone at your feet, Theowen. But I'm not done.
But wait,
There's
more.
There's more. But wait, there's more. No, actually, you know what? Because I had to use the door. So that's my third action. Bursting open the door, right? I make you guys use action. So 1 on the door, 2 to get here, 3 to do this big whoop with my sickle, and then he just kind of the legs cross, and I am prone at your feet.
That sucks.
Could Rainbow Day get any worse as I add the prone condition to this guy? Halbrick, Stone Chucker, you're up.
That's my name.
Yep.
Don't wear it out.
Oh, I think you like hearing your name.
I do. It's a guilty pleasure. All right, so
Al.
seeing as though he's right there, just laying on the ground in front of me, I am going to cast a Ray of Frost at him.
Okay.
And this is a small humanoid 6. There you go. Did I hit him? No. Miss. Boo.
I do. Don't I get a bonus for? Remember when you were fall prone against a missile attack, you get like a +4 to your AC. Does any of that carry over in this?
I don't think so.
I might get a +1. Remember the shield bonus that went from +4 to +1 in this game?
It's not a ranged attack. It's a spell attack. So
Yeah, but you're making it's an attack spell. You're making a ranged touch, are you not?
right, but it's not a ranged touch. It's a spell attack. It's got its own whole new category. It's well, basically, unless it says something along the lines of it makes it difficult to hit with a spell attack. I
Well,
don't know.
since you missed already, I'm not going to worry about it. But it just suddenly got me thinking. It's like, oh,
I
yeah, for
wouldn't.
future.
Right, so I'm just gonna use my last action to give him an intimidating glare.
Oh, you have that too?
Of course I do. I'm a sorcerer.
No, like, do you actually have the feat? I actually had Frank giving the hairy eyeball a couple times.
It is a class skill based on my heritage.
Really? And is it
Really?
Is it this? So that's what Theon has? I thought that was like a
Exactly the same thing.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you got to admit, I'm so sexy.
So what's your target? My will?
I believe it works off of. Is it your will?
Will I be intimidated?
Yeah, it will.
Okay. So I give you a DC, or do I make a roll save?
Yeah, I do a check against your will DC.
Okay, let's have it.
So here's my intimidation check against your will DC. Might actually do the work for us. 20 total.
That is a success. Not a not a critical success, but a success. So what happens now?
Demoralize.
Oh.
Target becomes frightened 1. He's so scared. Ooh, come in here falling on the ground. Ha ha, stupid monkey. Glare.
All right. Just
And that ends my turn.
just piling on the effects to this guy with all the penalties and such, just going on.
Take what you can.
Round 5. And we start at Theon, son of Don Crosshammer. So I got it written down right there. I'm sorry. Or did you just add that recently?
I added it, yeah.
Oh, okay, because it kind of goes off the screen. It's like son of Don Cross, whatever. But you're frightened. You're frightened, Frank, because
I'm not frightened.
the
I'm afraid not.
The bullywogs
I'm
frightened
afraid
you.
not.
But frightened effects, Joe, they dwindle out, do they not?
Yeah, it's gone at the end of his turn,
Yeah.
so it would have been
Right.
at the end of that last movement.
So we'll get rid of that. Okay. So
You fear nothing, Theon.
I'm afraid not.
he's afraid of you. You were in range.
3
I won't-
strings walk into a bar.
If I may say something,
You
Action
may not-
Jackson
What?
is commenting. Action Jackson is commenting, and he's
Ooh.
thinking once again about naming the warg after him.
My wee puppy Eris.
You mean Jackson Eris?
Action Jackson on
That's a
the
lad.
chat
That's a lad, yeah.
is thanking once again about naming the warg pup after him.
Oh, thanking. Sorry, I thought you said banking. It's like, oh,
Banking, yeah, you make it. No, but he's
banking.
thanking with a T.
that's what started this mess. We were giving a shout out to one of our new patrons and our first Age of Ashes fan / patron, and we gave a shout out. And we thought it'd be fun to like work instead of just going hi, thank you, to work it into the story. So the dwarves came up with like, oh, remember Jackson Eris, the dwarf, he took it on the chin. What a great guy. It's done. Matt got so excited with his puppy litter that Frank took, and now he's, is like, I'm going to name the.
I happen to have fond memories of my cousin.
So, Jackson, you've been named after somebody. It's like biting a kid as a vampire with making this puppy that could be a great big strong, pet one day. No, he threw it into the Osmodian ring and immortalized it as a puppy familiar. It's going to stay this tiny little thing.
But it's so cute.
Ever.
This wee little puppy cheeks, you just grab it by the face and, oh, it's just so cute. Just.
It's like a weaponized chihuahua.
Accurate. Good.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Oh, come on, guys. You don't like that? That's freaking hilarious.
No, it was good.
Oh, man. Here, Frank, you get a hero point for that, buddy. Anybody that can make
Use it.
anybody
Use it.
anybody that
Use
can
it.
make me snort my tea, like, oh, that is really good. I'm telling you.
All right, with axe in hand and monkey at feet,
Mm.
I give him a reason to be scared. I attack.
I have a reason to be scared. I'm scared of the sorcerer. He threatened me.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, sir. Sorry, let me peg your target for you.
There you go. Takes 17 points of damage.
That's so gross.
For those that don't know, Joe's go-to word, gross, is like, it means nasty, but like in a max HP kind of way. Like, wow. I don't think there's any
That's
other
powerful.
word. Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, you win.
Yeah. So I'm at 0 hit points and begin dying. Dying 1.
He attacks him again.
He's going.
I
So
got 2 more of these.
if a character, do you need a full round like in the old days to do a coup de grace? A coup de grace.
I think he's just going to keep swinging.
He's like, no, I'm just going to do 19 more damage
19.
to it.
Yeah. That's gross.
So the condition drops to dying 2, right? There is no dying 19.
There isn't, but there should be.
No.
There should be.
I was at dying 1. Actually, no, I'm a dying 1, but because I went beyond my hit points, so I automatically jumped to dying 2.
You went even further beyond.
And then even dying 3, so hovering on.
If only Joe knew what happens when you take additional damage while below 0.
His character does, but it's been a while since he's played that character, so I just...
Yeah, I'm reading as fast as I can.
Oh, dude, I was just razzing you. We know, dude. Dude's at like dying 2, 3. But moving on. Thank God it's not his turn anymore. Euros. Oh, you done? No, you're not done.
Yes, one more.
I'm not done.
Oh God.
1. I can't grab my dude.
If I was not unconscious, I'd be praying to the rainbutt monkey gods.
Rainbow butt monkey gods?
Is
Can
that
I
such a
give you
thing?
Piece of information?
Yes.
Are you mounting the body?
Just
Well,
so you know,
I'm stuck in full mount.
Your hit point total is negative, but not equal or to or greater than your Constitution score. You're dying, so you actually have to proceed past your Constitution score to be dying.
Rob,
I think I've achieved that.
Rob, if you're gonna interrupt my show, at least have the courtesy to be on camera, because when it just flashes Rob H, people are like, "Who is that? Who's scolding the DM now? I want to see your face."
There you go. There's my pretty face.
There we go. So let's have that again, Rob.
You've seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
I was just checking the dying condition,
Mm-hmm.
and it says if your hit point total is negative, but not equal to or greater than your Constitution score, you're dying. So that would mean that you're just sitting at 0 until somebody pushes you past your Constitution score.
Okay, so his first.
That's why getting a dying critical is so awesome, because you're not having to eat through
Okay.
those Constitution points first.
So his first damage was 17 points. I had 5. So there's 12 points that my con is at a +2, so it's probably like 14.
Yeah. So
Okay.
2 points more before he's in the dying condition.
Then
Isn't
he
this
hit
kind of
him
like throwing a
again.
nuke
Then he
at
hit
the
him
sun?
again for 19.
Well, okay, that will do it. I'm simply saying we've been handling it just a touch wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? 'Cause you have
Okay.
to do those Constitution points first,
Okay. Nice.
which could change a lot of things have happened, but going forward, we'll get it right.
I thought they skipped all that negative con stuff. I thought it was
No, the base of the dying thing is it doesn't start until after your Constitution points or past your Constitution points. That's your grace period.
Okay. I'm
But
surprised
like I
I haven't
said-
been razzed online, like on YouTube. The comments from
if you
the
don't-
rules lawyers are just brutal. They're nice, but
I've
they're-
Oh,
only-
we've been editing them out for you.
I've
We know
only
your
been-
fragile DM heart.
I've been
Um,
finding all these weird things because that's all I've been focusing on lately, and I was still going through.
okay,
dying
okay.
conditions.
all right. Well, just come in
But
on
that's why.
come
So
in on the mic a
that's
bit more
your-
for me, Rob, because we better hear you.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that? What? Oh, sorry, Rob, you're breaking up. Okay, moving on. Theo.
Oh no! I'm out.
Well, I'm stuck in full mount on the monkey man, so could you maybe move me 5 feet south?
Okay.
There we go. So there's 5, 10. I can't grab my dude. What's that? Oh, there we are.
He moved the wrong
10, 15, 20. There we go. I'll come striding out of the room. Gore dripping from the axe. Ladies?
Hey, that one was mine. I had him cornered fair and square.
I beat you to it.
I
You can't chase him in my direction and then expect to call dibs. That's not how it works.
honestly thought I was chasing him towards Hallibrook.
Nope.
Booger.
No, he can have it. He can have it. I'm out of spells anyways, pretty much, lads. I'm going to need a bit of a rest.
I need a sandwich and a drink.
And so, with the battle ending and the dwarves, and I'm pretty sure the cleric was about to do something, are victorious once again. I can get rid of all this shame and monkeys. I'm sure this
Shaming monkeys.
Shame and monkeys.
Oh,
Episode
agree.
title.
monkey shame, monkey shenanigans. So let's talk.
Say that
Let's
word
talk
one more
about.
time.
Let's talk about two rooms that we almost finished because there's the debris at the top. Let's talk about a brand new room that we bust through because for some reason, without Theo in there, it was like a withdraw thing, and Miros just started kicking open doors like you usually do, Frank.
Well, that's called dwarven stealth. I've trained him well.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I taught you dwarven stealth.
Now, why should I run my short legs all across this dungeon when I can have them come to me?
Hmm?
It just saves my energy for chopping.
We focus on the arms, not the legs.
That's right. No day is leg day.
Hmm. Every day is arm day.
Okay.
So,
what are we going to do today?
where are we at?
Where are we at? You're in the hallway, arguing over who got the last butt on the monkey.
Well, let's take some time to search things around. We've got some corpses to go through.
Brand new room to search.
Okay.
Yeet.
So for Frank and the brand new audience benefit, the narrow hallway of a room that you're coming back into with Al, once fine seating made from mahogany and velvet has been broken to pieces and used to fashion crude shelters. To the north, the door is heavily barricaded with debris, and they had you digging in it to try and get to that door. Then we bust into the next room towards the east, and we found pieces of furniture.
Pea room.
Yeah, a room shaped like the giant letter P. Pieces of furniture are still intact here, although hanging from the ceiling's rafters in the center of the room is a strange structure made from ripped and knotted curtains, as well as a chandelier that's fallen to the floor of a large oval mauve rug. But the couches and furniture, green this time, look much less college use and more university use. You know, they're better intact and don't smell of herbs as much. Just saying.
It's a study aid.
There are some fallen simian type creatures that stand on two legs yet end in hands with a shall we say a tribal, again with the tribal theme, a strange tribal appearance. First we fought, which we finally identified as Bogarts, none named Humphrey.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yeah, let's do knowledge society to see if I can identify the butt monkey.
You did that last game. Then we kicked into a room. Remember, there were two in this room, and you tried to figure out what they were, and you failed.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try it again.
Because brand new monkeys.
New monkey.
Yeah.
This one maybe has some more identifying marks.
So this is what we're going up against here, Theowen.
Well, I got a 19 on my society.
He probably knows. I don't have a freaking clue. Rolling a 2 for a total of 3.
Well, clearly you've got your subtropical butt monkey. You can tell by the markings. Clearly.
And by sub, you mean from like south? Low.
No, I just threw that word in as a sentence enhancer. Makes me sound smarter than I am.
It did. I thought you were real
See?
smart.
Oh,
See?
you guys are giving away all my secrets.
These things are called charukas. Charuka. Ka-ka-ka.
Caw.
And
I liked it better when we called them butt monkeys.
and guess where they're from?
The Milwaukee Expanse.
No.
I'm going to say...
Just south of the Milwaukee Expanse, sort of like a...
Space.
No. Maybe Al should stop rolling society checks. He's just getting off.
That's probably a good idea.
I can just see it. And they came down on the mothership. You know, he's just in the background with this big theory while Theowen's like leaning in and really educating the others with truth. So anyway, but no, all good. All good, gentlemen. So this is what you know. Tribal creature, tribal society, crude weapons. These things whip themselves up into a frenzy to haste themselves. And they're brutal, but not tough enough.
I've got a...
Not for the dwarves.
Nope. No, yeah.
I've got a quick question, perhaps an observation to follow suit.
Sure.
Do these butt monkeys, do they run around up top surface wide? Have they been seen around town?
No. not that you've heard of. Like when you guys came in town and kind of got the quick lay of the land for customers and everything and spent, I don't know, half a day and then there was that 3 days and 2 days in jail and talking, like there was nothing new in town but you guys.
We'd seen no butt monkeys.
You guys even timed the wagon arrival, you know, your 3 dwarven brethren that were going to that nudge, nudge, wink, wink, agreed meeting place that we might get to later. Nudge, wink. And just so you know, no, they're not backup characters. If these guys die, they have to take from goblin disciples and drunken clerics and boring townsfolk. That is the pool that they've decided for their new characters, you know. So basically, they're going to play Joe's guys because he's already dipped into that pool twice, you know.
So we've got frog guys, we've got butt monkeys, and we've got a Noposaurus up top.
Yep. Oh, and don't forget about the giant turtles.
Yep. Now, also the auxiliary cast, the people that you met around the fireplace, the druid, the mad half-orc oracle, the rogue that you guys encountered. You guys passed Dahlgren Trueseeker, the aging dwarven bard, a man on a mission, coming back as you guys came out here. And he was carrying Alec Stagram's body, the amateur wannabe Hell Knight that fought at your side.
The Dahlgren had it and he killed him.
He was dead? Oh,
He was dead.
Alec.
Yeah.
He had so much promise, so much pizzazz in his armor.
Yeah. He died twice.
He died twice.
I love that character. He's the best NPC ever, man. There's a place online where DMs like myself gather. Are you running Age of Ashes? Yeah. How long did your Alec last? Oh, they killed him outright. Oh, I got a couple good lines. Did you get to the end of your 4 pages of dialogue? Yes, I did. Did you get to the actual reason he was placed in the adventure? And I'm like, nope. They'll never know. You know, I think one DM was like, and our characters are getting married. Oh, that's nice. Good for you.
Oh, no, he let us know that there's a deed around here that just needs claiming.
And more. So much more. But now, not the only body. There was also a downtrodden female elven rogue toting her dead human partner. Sorry, Rob. The 5-minute character. And then, but again, like there's just this jungle presence of creatures seems to be restricted to the confines of the Citadel Eldraine. Inside the battlements and now underground. Yeah. Now these guys talked about
what's supposed to be here under this castle. Remind me one more time.
Well, you guys found a secret
It's
door.
only a rumor.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I just wanted to point that out. That yeah. Okay, moving on.
I tried to point it out, but the DM told me to shut the fuck up, basically.
No.
I'll
say it for you.
Verbatim.
Dahlgren Trueseeker, come forth. And once again, you know, in memory mode, like a flashback. He's not here. He's just in your mind. As Dahlgren, tell us about your theory of what lays beneath.
Well, in the dark tonight, when I'm thinking about why we're still here, the rumors we've got is that hidden underneath Citadel All-Terrain is a clue, at least, to the rings of the Ayadura. Vaguely mentioned in some books, but definitely related to the current problems we're having here. These are rumored to be portals to other realms.
Built by
elves.
Last time I mentioned that, I didn't have the name. It's an elven creation created long ago.
Yes. Check the name of the podcast. Thanks for Dahlgren. Thanks for Dahlgren read it. Okay. Thank you, Rob. Back in your hole. Go work on some Starfinder stuff. That show is long overdue. Okay. So, no. Rob Hammond, everyone. Our auxiliary rules lawyer, because, you know, poor Joe has been, and myself have been failing miserably, but always good to have extra people and content around. Not to mention flashbacks. Isn't that great? Do you have a 5th, 6th player just hanging around just for flashbacks? I think not. So, a gracious thank you to the cast and crew of Mongers for putting up with what we do.
I have something from Action Jackson,
Okay.
since our stream is slightly delayed.
Okay.
Right, for dealing with Alec. His players grossly offended him, but they knew why he was there.
So they just bugged the crap out of him?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, though, it was really just a matter of time till that happened to us.
Oh, yeah. But he died.
That's cool because I brought it up. Okay, so gentlemen, moving on. Theon was in the middle of, I believe he's trying to get somewhere with his train of thought. So Frank, where are we going?
No,
with this?
I'm just saying that if we suspect a gate is down here somewhere, and it's made by elves or whatever you call it, yeah, it's open. Yeah, clearly it's open. So I'm just saying.
You believe that
And
whatever's going on, it's too late?
Theo,
Well,
are you
yeah.
ready for... we haven't tossed this room yet, eh?
Well, you guys can toss the room. I'm gonna kick open this door and kill what's on the other side.
Now.
Welcome back, Frank.
No way. You don't want them resulting to crappy perception checks. We established the 20-minute searching that no one ever succeeds at but you, but it's up to you guys.
I'm taking me time.
That depends. You could stay in turns, but if Frank puts us in rounds, that's up to you if you guys just want to ignore him thrashing at something in the other room.
I'm just gonna gently scratch my finger against the door, counting the minutes. No,
He traces it just like a lover.
Lonely.
Yeah, he's just like drawing attention of whatever might be there.
That's
Oh well, if it opens the door, I didn't do that.
He did it.
Just I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah, it's just like, okay. So you're sitting there, right? And you're doing the
Tap out in Dwarven Morse code.
right.
Free puppies on
Where?
other side.
Overly laden with treasure and cannot escape.
On 5 Mountain eBay, right? Free work puppies. Free to go to home. So
Tell us what we've won, Don Pardo.
well, first I'll deal with Frank, actually, because we have to get to the end of that 10-20 minute search. Unless you guys just want to do the quickie perception checks, it's up to you.
Oh God, no.
All right.
We will percept.
So before, go ahead.
Am I rolling beautiful bean footage, or are we just taking time?
No. That's the thing is like you can't take 10 or 20 more perception checks. Either roll the roll, take the chance, or do the time. Unless that you're specific.
I'll do the roll. Ooh, yeah. That would be a natural 20 for 27.
Oh,
The cleric declares there is no alcohol to gain in this room.
20, you know what, let's go with the rolls, guys. I think this is a good one for it.
You call them out. Niles, you got 27?
27, natural 20.
Okay.
Theoan got a 24.
All right.
Oh, I'm almost
Albrecht got a straight up 20.
I got a 21.
Wow. Everyone's
now,
over
now we can do combat.
Yeah, I'm going to say and we get to keep these rolls for combat. I'm on to you, right? Well, this looked like it'd been converted into sort of a shamble of a living space after it was obviously like a living room, which long ago had nice things in it, even though the whole thing's underground, like some kind of secret lair. But I guess to a dwarf, a nice opulent chamber that is underground is not really a mystery to a bunch of dwarves. This is obviously not dwarven make, I can tell you that. But the furniture is very old. It's fallen disrepair over the past 10, 11 years. But again, that would point it towards the human use of Citadel Eldraine and the Order of the Nail. And having, shall we say, tribal, not cavemen, but less civilized creatures chewing on the furniture, smoking what they can, that kind of thing. The place is a mess. But we really just find a bunch of junk. There doesn't seem to be anything of value. But again, halfway through these search rolls, as in, if there is something valuable, I'm not going to reveal it yet. Frank, you get the, on the other side of the door.
Shh. Do you hear that? That's adventure. She wants in. Well, let's humor adventure and let's let her in.
Okay.
I'll open the door.
All right. Once again, some of these rolls have stuck, some not. So, Niles, your 27 stands. Theoan, what did you get for your perception?
24.
24. And Muros
21.
and Albrecht.
20.
Okay, with everything readjusted. I'm sorry, did you say open the door and let him in?
I said if I hear adventure scratching at the other side, I'm going to open that door.
You're not sure what's scratching at the other side. You just hear the scratching.
Well, sounds like adventure to me.
That sounds like adventure to me.
When adventure itches, you scratch it.
Let's open the door and invite her in.
When adventure itches, you scratch it. I like that. We should put that on a t-shirt for you, Miro. That's like Miros,
right.
and he's just having scratching the chest hair with a crazy look on his face. When adventure itches, you scratch it. All right, guys. Let's start with the top of the order. Niles Albright.
Yes.
Theowen is, talking about adventure and this and that, and but you're up. You want to prep a spell, move back, just leave these people, start a new party. Lovely auxiliary class that we ran on Monday night. What do you want to do?
Freaking crazy dwarfs run away.
Just to let you know,
Yeah.
Niles, that we are doing much better than the previous group of adventurers that came through.
Yes, we are. They left in body bags.
Yeah. This entire time, I've had battle music playing, and I've only stopped it now.
Okay.
Because I just knew Frank would go for the next door.
Yeah, I will raise my shield, and
All right.
that's it.
Okay. Shield up. Shield.
Finally.
On the back of it says Mr. Sulu.
Yeah.
Shields. Okay. Niles is ready. Theowen, you are up. Muros, you're on deck. What do you do?
So, action 1, door open. Action 2, what do I see?
Well, with your perception still holding, I suppose. Actually, no, you're calling for perception. I want a new one.
Okay.
No. You've engaged something here, and obviously it's moved around and actually went to the trouble of like scratching on the door and then, again, sort of, waiting like, ooh, what's going on? Or, perhaps we are hiding. Not so much. You see 2 frog-like humanoids that we earlier described as Bogarts. Bogarts? Humphrey Bogart?
Boogers.
Humphreys?
Yes.
Gyms.
The frog people of the swamp, but they're from the jungle, not so swampy. You pop the door open, and they have an action ready. We heard you scratching, and we scratch back to bait you. And when that door opens, we let fly with our javelin attacks.
Oh, that hardly seems neighborly.
Sorry, I mean our slings, because these guys are different. We let fly with our little rocks. Ha ha!
They're casting stones.
Yeah. So, giving us that prep time and letting us know you were there, thank you for that. Like you said, let them come to you. But sometimes they just, set up actions, and so it's not, or should I say, on Theowen's go, triggering the action. We have 2 guys that are going to, like I said, you open the door, have a look inside, and as soon as that sucker swings wide, so that we got a clear shot, and you have a clear view, just to be clear.
Just
What? Oh,
I
like,
kicked the door open, standing, full breath.
Here I am.
Witness the awesomeness.
that is true. You could crack the door and just kind of stick your head inside and use the door for some shield bonus. I'll give you that. But it hasn't been your forte so far. I actually picture you've kicked in doors, you've peeked at doors.
You thought I was
doors.
joking. Door wide open.
Oh, okay.
Dwarven stealth.
At its
Now he's
finest.
behind him with a lantern.
All right.
Oh, lantern behind me. Streamers light.
Oh, good. So
Yeah.
letting fly with letting fly with the slings.
A sling.
2, 1 each, and 1, ping right off the skull and the Hell Knight armor. Another one
Right off the noggin.
1 gets you in that sort of mesh part that covers over some of the plates. for a hit.
Oh, that's a junk shot. Not fair.
And you take 1d6 plus 1. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Now, bulwark armor.
Right in the stones.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bulwark armor. What was that protecting you against?
Speaking of bulwark,
Yeah.
Yes.
bulwark armor, I believe it allows me to add to my dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it's a save. It's not a... Okay. I was thinking bulwark, like tough against something like maybe bludgeoning or something, but no, sorry.
Yes,
I always thought
yes. Against sling stones, I take 2 less points of damage.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yes. Okay.
Specifically.
So, door goes wide. You take fire, ping, ping, but burning an action, you have a damn good look to make sure that there isn't, they're not luring you to a rush or that type of thing. Or do you want to just kick it open and go to fly? Because, I'm not just trying to make you guys burn actions. You will get a lot more of the situation if you take that time, take that one action to have a good perception. What else is in the room? Are they baiting us? That kind of thing.
You're punishing me by taking actions. I see how it is.
I'm offering. Oh, he just runs in. Okay. And would you like?
And I'm done.
Oh, he's done. He just runs up. I choose you, Pikachu. All right. Okay.
Well, those things aren't going to kill themselves.
No.
Well, they might. I've seen the other ones through.
Oh, so mean. Miros, you're up, sir. Albric, you're on deck.
All right. First, I go to my first move diagonal. That's 5.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a battle. The battle's joined. So it's cue the flames and cue the music and let the good times roll.
I am joining. It's 10, 15, 20. First move. Second move. 5, 10.
They're patiently waiting, breathing down their mics.
All right. I come up to take a side flank position on this one there. And I'm a flurry of baitings.
Okay.
Right in his ugly face.
I don't believe these guys have the, battle training for attacks of opportunity. All right. Let's have it.
Okay. Give a fallen stone streaks to the face. See how he likes it.
Okay.
Ha!
Hadouken!
A 20, and it's a hit. Damage. 9 points of
nice.
damage.
Okay.
Second flurry. Ha!
9 to the right on the one. The one on the right.
26.
Ooh,
critical.
Oh my. So,
Ah!
hang on. Did you want the card or the double damage?
No damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait. Yes. Yes.
Or do you want to burn a hero point and take both?
Hmm.
I'm just gonna peek.
Not-
I'm just gonna peek at the card because I want to know. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Hey, that's okay. Yeah, let's put that back on the deck.
It's okay.
Okay.
Roundhouse kick. Pa!
Okay. I think we gotta clear this up because there was what did we rule? Was it just
You were going to pull the card
yeah?
and read it and give us the choice.
And if you use the hero point, you get both.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
That's pretty gross.
Because otherwise, you guys were just like, nope, we'll take the damage. Nope, we'll take the damage. Nope, we'll take the damage because the cards weren't doing anything. All right. Yeah, I'll give you that. So you can take what's behind bludgeon number 1, which would be 9 points of damage because your second dice was the 6 to make it 15. So you can take 15 points of damage, or you can take 9 and whatever's on card number 1.
Which
Crushed intestines. Normal damage. Crit effect. The target is wounded 2 and enfeebled
Ooh.
2 until it is no longer wounded.
what's wounded and do?
Wounded and enfeebled? Obviously, if they're going to give me 2 effects at 2, it's probably seriously going to hurt my fighty backy at you-y kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
they
you can-
apply
you-
cumulative negatives
Yeah.
to their dice rolls.
Yeah, like enfeebled hurts my strength, and what was the other one?
And then wounded is if he gets the dying condition, then
Comes
the
back.
wounded automatically goes on top of whatever the dying condition is.
Right,
If
so
he's wounded 2, he becomes dying. He's dying 3.
So I know I'm going to
Okay.
take, I'm going to take like -2 to all my hit rolls
Okay.
and probably like.
I blow a hero point and I do both.
I hate you guys so much.
That,
Why did,
No, you sold me. It was a very good sales pitch. I like it.
that
So-
frog is dead.
A question test time. So I guess I didn't kick him in the head. I missed, but I kicked him right in the guts.
okay, so on top of all the conditions, your damage, your
Just a quick one for you, Jeff.
yes, sir.
With the enfeebled, depending on what the level of enfeebled is,
Yep.
that is the negative. It's a status penalty equal to the condition value to strength-based rolls and DCs. So melee attack rolls.
Yeah, if
damage rolls,
I tried to trip him and use an athletics check, -2,
-2, and it is cumulative. So
and the wounded
Yeah,
is like
right.
-2 everything else, right? Or everything.
well,
on
the
top of that.
wounded thing is more the fact that if he gets dying 1 automatically if he goes to be dead, which makes him automatically dying 3, like Joe said. That wounded condition simply is there to be added to your dying condition.
Hmm.
So he automatically becomes dying 3 and a dying 4, as we know what happens, everyone.
Dun, 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 dun. Real death.
Okay. Well, the interesting thing about this scenario is between the 2 attacks that I've actually taken, he's actually done my exact hit points of 24, and I'm sitting at 0 before we apply
Well,
the
you-
card.
0, you're unconscious. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So but he's still, like I said,
Zero.
he up front, he's burned the hero point. Like I said, before results are revealed, I gave it to him. He drops this guy unconscious, and he's going to start, doing the negative con thing.
Well, no, it's not a negative con thing. It still works the same way. You just have to remember for the other condition effects that the Constitution plays a role. We've been handling death okay. It's just in terms of what you're talking about, wounded and dying. We'll talk about it later. It's nothing we need here.
Okay.
I just wanted you to know what enfeebled was.
All right. So he's at 0, and he drops unconscious, and he has all these penalties because we're still gonna put him on him. I mean, like everyone thinks once he goes unconscious, falls down, that's the end of the day. It's like these guys
Which would
can
automatically put him at dying 3.
Yeah, you guys have left
the-
like a dozen
Correct,
combat.
Joe?
You guys have left people behind you. Didn't even search the bodies. These guys can stabilize, wake up, and crawl away at best, or reattack you, drag
Well,
you at worst.
That's an honest ass whooping, I feel. If you can get up from that and crawl off and heal up, you've learned something, and that's not to mess with us. Now go spread the word to your folk. Avoid those guys like the literal plague they are.
That sounds fair. Can't argue with that. All right. Miros, I am almost afraid to ask this. Are you done?
Yes, that's all my turns for now. I look over at Theo and I'm like, this one's mine.
Okay.
Oh, you think so, do you, jackass?
He falls down between you guys.
I do.
Albric, you're up.
Ooh.
The kids
Right
are,
then.
the kids are fighting again. What do you do?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gets me there in my first movement. Hello.
While I'm zooming in, because I just remembered how you said that these bug arts, like the tokens, look like Muppets. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take this fact. Notice the detail in the actual hero minis, because we are also sponsored by Devon Knight Minis, and you can check him out at devonnightminis.com, and he actually has packs that you can buy for Roll20 as well as our sponsor Fantasy Grounds, and I love the detail in, like, let's get a, I haven't done this a big plug in a while. Like, look at the detail on Theowen, his shield and the axe. Isn't that great?
See that X there? Guaranteed, whoever uses this mini, they're rolling 20s.
or Frank will give you your money back. That's Frank Hamilton in Oregon, Grant, blah, blah.
All the money that you gave to me, I made return.
Yeah.
You have Theowen's word on that.
Yeah. If anyone slipped Frank a $5, you'll get it back. Don't worry. All right.
So I'll stand in the doorway and cast Ray of Frost at the one that's not on the ground.
Right on the left on the
Pitch,
website.
pow, pow. Rolling a 16 for a total of 23 gives me a hit.
Okay.
Let's apply the damage to this wee bugger. Oh, 5 damage.
Ouch.
Pew pew. Oh, that ends my turn.
Oh.
Blocking the door, but
Excuse me.
Blocking the door, but what?
I don't care, really, is what it comes down to.
Oh, okay. Things happen in the night, you know, and okay. Looks good, looking good. Just gonna try to do something better with this map here. So with the pew pew pew, which is his signature move, 5 points, and it takes the hit.
Of cold damage, if that's
Yeah. No, good to know. Always good to know.
relevant. Yeah.
Always good to know. Now, how many actions does it take to ready an action? Should take you 1, and then you sit, and then you trigger that action, and
That is correct.
and then you finish all your actions on that turn.
And then if you want to,
It's gonna take you an extra action to like set up an action like that. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be like
You're-
one action to set up the readied action, and then another to fire off. At least 2.
because your initiative changes to your ready action.
Yeah.
So whatever that becomes your turn then.
Right.
So you burn a turn to change your initiative, and then do whatever.
You burn a turn as in like an action, or you burn like your whole turn?
You burn your whole turn.
Yeah, because you're sitting there, and then that's what I thought. So, like, at the end of the day, these guys just got that one thing they can do, but it can slide on the scale of initiative. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I believe, because for a second there, I was like, oh, no, you know, these guys have more actions. Like, no, wait a minute, they were kind of camping out, and, you know, it burns time. So, assuming Eris, the Warg Pup Familiar, which is stuck in my log here,
I'm sorry to bother you yet one more time, Jeff.
do tell.
What it is, after you've prepared the action for outside of your turn, if the condition comes up before the end of the turn that you're waiting on, it becomes a reaction. So you prepare an action. If this guy comes out at the end of the turn and does this, if he does it sooner than that, as long as you are preparing for the action, it becomes a reaction from your next turn. You still cause you to lose an action, but it's a reaction.
Well, these guys were further down than 24 and Theowen on their initiative chart, but they had that prep round of him scratching at the door. They got all set up, and they decided to, like, okay, we're gonna go hi, scratch, back off, and get ready, right? So that's their opening thing. So they're sitting there, right? But their perception, or like whatever I've got them working on, was technically lower than Theowen's 24. Along comes Theowen, kicks open the door. That's what we wanted. We wanted clear view, clear target. That sets us off. So their initiative's now set to 20. I got them at 25, but they set to 24, and they let fly.
Okay.
So you're telling me that if I had beaten his initiative initially, they'd just be reactions?
Yeah,
Cool.
because you're already ready to do the action. They did the thing, they got ready. But because the condition occurred before the end of their turn, they can react.
Okay.
That's how that just.
Yeah,
I
no,
know
I get it. Like I said, because another side of the coin, as it were, because we are learning,
Exactly.
we want all this info, and I'm sure if we got to that point, if it was set up differently, then we'd hear this from Joe, who's probably grinding his teeth at you. But no, I do appreciate the the cutting in. So, getting back to the action at hand, Eris, the Warg Pup Familiar, just looking adorable. It has sore cheeks. Probably both ends the way L goes these days. Niles Albright, you are up.
And
What do you want to do?
I will move into the room,
Okay.
moving past friendly. 5, 10, 50. Luckily, I'm human. I can actually walk farther than dwarfs. So walking 30 feet north.
Okay. I get you to bring your gain down a little bit. I can actually hear your scroll wheel on your mouse.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Loving this new headset. Yeah.
That's
It's like,
pretty
whoa. That's great. This thing-
Considering that's pretty far away.
I know, but it's supposed to reject outside sounds. I was like, wait a minute. So heading into the room and taking up a shoulder position on the west side, right next to Theowen.
Yes.
And
I am actually going to attack something.
oh my God! Give him a hero. I'd give you a hero point, but he's actually going to stab something.
Well, I'm going to try to stab something anyway.
Time slows as I could just see the rapier coming out and like Theowen turning sideways, like what? What's he doing? And everyone stops and just looks at you as you start poking with your rapier. What?
All right. Well, we will try.
Let's go.
Rapier comes out. No.
Yeah. Let him
With hold on, I got too much crap in my way. A 17. Oh, I didn't target it. Shit.
It's all right. It's all right. 17 is good enough.
Oh, I actually hit.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Happy day. And you're targeted now, so damage should count. What do you got?
Okay, awesome. For a big whopping 3. Pokey.
Woo!
I see a 1. Where'd the 3 come from?
Plus 2.
4.
His muscles.
Strength.
Oh,
strength.
your rapier isn't doing your strength? That's weird.
Oh, it's because I just grabbed a D6.
Oh, I see. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, because that'd be hilarious if it was just 1. All right.
And I guess since I hit, I'll use my lax action to try again.
Sure.
Do it.
Oh, with a 16.
Another hit. Because that's actually his AC. Cutting it close there.
Oh,
A
might
D4
have-
a D-
oh,
what are you doing a D4?
I grabbed the wrong one.
Oh, calm down.
I was so excited.
All right.
The rush.
Whew.
Deep breath.
Sorry. There you go for another 3. Sorry.
Okay. We end up the same place with your D4. I guess it was fate. It was
Yeah.
meant to be.
Because that would be a shield bash if I hit him with that, but I didn't.
Note that Joe has rolled 3 consecutive 1s on his dice for his damage. That's 3
Yes.
consecutive 1s.
Get him out. Get him out now.
Yeah, we won't get into that. So I am done.
All right. Well, I just we're very
Yeah.
happy the cleric is contributing.
Oh, the dwarves just like gained plus 10 appreciation. What? Jeez, he's doing that.
Okay.
Didn't see that wee halfling
I'm-
be pulling moves like that out of her behind.
I'm at 0. I would like to stabilize.
Wouldn't we all?
DC is 11, I believe, like 10 plus your,
Plus your wounded and dying conditions.
but I don't. Oh, that's right. I do have 2 wounded, so it'd be 12. So my 10 doesn't cut it, and I slip to wound. So yeah, see, there you go, man. Like the wounded south side of 0 does automatically become dying. So because I slipped to dying 1, I automatically go to dying 3, as if I was a guy that had gone down, come back up, went back down, and yeah. So he's at dying 3 at your feet. Not a good place to be.
No.
The guy beside him, who can't believe he got poked by a cleric several times,
Oh, just twice.
It's okay. I'm a cleric.
rolls back his eyes, throws back his head, and now, monster tactics that you're all in range at once. Not that
Parlay.
he lets loose a terrifying croak.
Does that provoke?
It's just a
Out of
single action.
curiosity?
No, I don't think so. It's not a move action.
Okay.
It says it's an auditory, emotion, fear, mental. So I don't think it's any more than you guys like giving the hairy eyeball kind of thing.
Is that like Trogdor?
Da-da-da-da-da.
What was that? I'm going with that.
Trogdor!
Yeah, that's exactly what he says because I'm not doing my croak 3 times in a row. I like that much better. That's what comes out, He's been hanging out with the Finger 11 guys. Yeah, learning some skills. A terrifying emotion of fear affecting your minds in the oratory way. A will save from all in 30 feet.
Oh boy.
Okay, dokie.
Because I have a DC that you have to beat.
Oh, I
Does
did not.
20.
Yes.
I do not save.
A 23.
Yes.
A 10.
No.
I'm
Oh,
so
does-
afraid of these things.
It doesn't even show my save. I'm super unhappy.
Did you roll a 1? Are we talking about a critical?
No, it's just there. A 2. 7.
Bless you.
Oh, check out Rob's okay, Rob, keep the camera off and just start talking. I love this, what Rob's got up here. Oh, he was away from the room. It's his background.
Oh, Rob. He ruined it.
Oh,
It was
Rob.
his time to shine.
Oh, Rob.
His
I love
time
your
to
background,
shine.
Rob, but I thought it was like a page over. When you kind of walked in and sat down, I am your rules lawyer.
Yeah, I had to step out for a sec. Apologies.
No, that's fine. It's just fine. Now you're blocking the awesome, which is your background. I love this.
No, it's still awesome. It's still awesome.
It says rules lawyer. I know what page it's on. That's great. That's good. Where did you find that? I gotta know. So good. Rob?
You apparently muted up.
He knows what page it's on, but he's lost his
Oh,
mute
sorry.
button.
Yeah, I hit my. So I'm keeping myself muted, but no, I'll send it to Joe later,
Okay.
or anybody else who wants a copy.
Yeah, that's good. So email us at rollmongers.com and we'll send you this awesome picture that you can smack on people. Rules lawyer. I know what page it's on. Very nice filigree with a D20, like some kind of official document. It's really good.
And give credit to Serenity 373737 because that's where I found it.
Okay.
I just clipped it and used it.
Thank you.
Being fair.
Thank you, Serenity. You made Rob's and my day. So getting back to crappy
Totally.
saving throws. Ah, Frank, look at that too. Theowen almost rolls a
Yeah.
natural 1 for the double.
Almost.
Almost. So let's talk about what happens to you. Well, you guys are going to become frightened 1, which I will most happily, smote your characters with right now. Theowen becomes more than just a little concerned. What were you saying about not being frightened by anything? Well, obviously,
Well, I become cranky when I'm scared shitless. So
okay. Well, obviously, Trogdor frightens you, just a little bit.
He just yells back to try to scare what scared him.
that's right.
Didn't
What's terrifying is the cleric hit twice with a rapier. Ah!
That's my thing. You don't see me going around healing people.
Right?
Next level.
Put that butter knife away.
All right. So, sorry. Just opening with the terrifying crook. Can I have that one last time there, Matt? That's so good.
Trogdor!
Very nice. Thank you.
Homestarrunner.com.
And then pulls his Morning Star,
Provoking an attack of opportunity.
provoking an attack of opportunity because I dropped my sling and he pulls his Morning Star, provoking an attack of opportunity. I really want to swing
In
this attack of
in terrified, knee-jerk reaction,
He just hits it till it goes away.
I hit him with my axe.
I could literally see you just like it screams at you and you scream back as to start whacking it. Like how many movies have you seen that in? You scared me, so I hit you. Right?
Kill it with fire! Kill it with fire! Kill it with fire!
All right, so 25, you actually do hit him. Oh God.
I'm sorry, Frogman.
No, you're not.
Yes.
And drops him.
Yes.
So
good.
Excuse me while I pull up my bat. Just gets nailed by Frank, by Theowen. Oh, that is too good. And down he goes. And we just find Frank rocking, cuddling his knees. You know.
No. This is when Theon goes bananas, uses his next turn. All 3 actions. Chop, chop, chop.
Chop, chop, chop. Continue to chop.
Continue.
And then
to
he uses my turn and uses my 3 actions. Chop, chop, chop.
just mutilate the bodies for extra XP, right out of.
Wait, is that a thing?
It's a thing in.
It can't be.
No, the card game Munchkin. Munchkin.
Not in this campaign.
Oh, yeah, right.
Not in this
okay.
campaign. The evil one?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So, focusing on the here and the now, that was a reaction, so it's actually Theowen's go. And
I will
Miros-
continue to panic chop.
It scared me.
I already gave Frank a hero point. I really want to give
Panic chop.
Matt one for like these impressions.
Critical.
Oh
A
god.
critical panic chop.
Okay, I become dying one. No.
Oh
God.
Oh.
You-
He becomes a smear on the floor.
I would like to lawyer up. Now is the time to talk about that negative con stuff. I want to
Okay.
call Rob my lawyer.
It doesn't
Panic.
apply here.
Lad, slow
Now that
down.
he's-
I was going to eat that.
Now that he's been knocked unconscious and is in dying one,
Yep.
anything inflicted upon him now will put him automatically in the dying 2 condition.
Yep.
So if you have 2 more attacks on the dying creature, it'd be dying 2, dying 3, which is why, as I said, if the weapon or the critical has already given him a -2, it would allow you to kill somebody in 1-2 shots.
Yeah,
Dying
which he
dead.
just did. He just
Yes.
started at the mutilated intestines and worked his way up to the neck, and the head
I
comes
can
off.
see it.
So bad. And that's a panic Theowen. Don't want to be in a small room with him for any length of time. Miros, you're up.
Theo and the claustrophobic dwarf.
Miros, you've seen this before. Your cousin is having a panic attack. What do you do?
You're screaming like a little girl. You know that, right?
You just grab.
I've just shit myself.
I can
Oh, that accounts for the -1.
He's so scared he dropped his Scottish accent and didn't say shite.
It's okay. You just need to let it run its course.
Shake it out.
Oh god. Okay.
Woo woo, shake it out.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
I would like to take a nap.
Yes, for us spellcasters would like to rest.
Just right in the doorway, Albrecht just curls up in the door like a cat.
No, we've got these university grade sofas to curl up on.
Sure, grab one.
So, doopy doopy doo.
Yeah.
I'll rest. And I'm going to take a moment to confer with me familiar to see what kind of abilities I'm going to give it for the day. I think flight. That's a good one.
Ew.
Flying puppy.
It's a flying dog.
That
It's just a wee thing.
that's a lot of eyeball height affection and licking. I'm just like
It's perfect.
okay. Not even gonna search the room or the bodies.
Well, they can do that. They don't need the rest.
Okay.
Cook something for us while you're at it.
Yep.
Okay. So the casters hit the couch, crash on the couch, leaving a warrior and a monk to suss out the room. Hey, how about a room description? That went down. I gotta say,
It's just like, our work here is done.
that went down in like a round and a half, and I gotta say that's probably not the fastest, but one of the fastest battles that this campaign has seen. And when things finally quiet down,
Oh yes, Theon, you showed it who the boss is. Yeah, you chop it. Yeah, you got it. Look, this thing. Don't worry, it won't hurt you no more. You got it.
My bad. I panicked.
No, you didn't panic. I recognize that attack stance that your pa taught you.
Oh no, I just got me drawers loaded.
Yeah, you want to take care of that.
So, a steady dripping from Theowen's leg. I mean, a steady dripping from the stone ceiling in this ruined bedroom has created a deep bog-like puddle in the center of the broken floor. Ringing the puddles are splintered pieces of wood stuck into the flagstone's rubble, rising up like bizarre foliage. Flowery flowers and shit. What do you boys want to do?
Sleep.
Well,
Yeah,
there doesn't
ponder.
appear to be much left to see in here, but we'll give it a solid looking at.
Okay.
Good toss. A good search.
Okay. So
They were here. There's got to be something.
A 20-minute nap reveals a 20-minute search, which reveals a single vial.
It's poison, isn't it?
I don't know. You want to wake up Nappy Grumpy and find out?
No, just I know how they've been storing things around here. It's poison.
Okay.
A bunch of Kool-Aid drinkers.
The weaponized chihuahua.
Yep. That's Eris.
That is not a warg pup. You should see the picture that Joe has come up with
Well,
his
it
background.
is now.
Really?
Frank gave it to me, so I had to put it up there.
It's bad enough that you're whistling into your new mic. You got to get so bored you just doing visual jokes for the podcast. It's great. Take a Timon looking sort of meerkat, stretch him out, piss it off, kind of put half a chihuahua face on it, and then piss it off some more. And this is the picture that Joe has shown: a brownish, goldish, stripish Timon and a war chihuahua.
I present to you the Aardwolf. It's a real thing.
Oh, okay. I believe you.
The weaponized chihuahua.
So a thorough search reveals, I want to say a weaponized chihuahua, but a vial in the room.
Wait,
and that's about it. Yeah.
Well, shit.
yes, that's what you did in your pots.
I cleaned it up. I've cleaned myself up now. No need to keep throwing that in my face.
Yeah, in the dirty bog
I
water.
wouldn't do that. I'm not touching it.
I'm gonna crash right there on the couch.
Okay.
Take a siesta.
Taking a chair. The guy's hogging the couches. Oh, luckily there is one little chair couch. Muros is in the middle of the room looking for furniture. Just to the south of you, man.
Nah, you're gonna be doing push-ups. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
I need a nap. I don't need a nap.
Okay.
Someone needs to stay awake.
Such a good lad. You know, that's why we keep him around. He's always willing to volunteer himself for guard duty.
It wasn't
He's
guard
all-
duty. I was working out.
Diligent.
Semantics, lad. Semantics.
And when I finally noticed him starting to wake up, I changed my counting. 2,578 million. 2,579 million. Oh, hey there, Tinkerbell. No, you open your eyes there.
Only the sound of the drops coming from the next room through the still open doorway, marking the ambient. All right. How long do you guys want to rest for?
However long it takes for me to get my spells back, which I believe is 8 hours.
We're going for a full-on rest. All right.
Yep.
So just like doors open, tongues hanging out, one guard.
During my conference with my familiar, I will bestow upon him for the day the abilities of flight and dark vision.
You keep him in your robe. What's that going to do for him?
He's coming out and going up to the ceiling to keep a watch out,
Oh.
Okay. So you get your weaponized Chihuahua warg puppy to circle the room and keep watch like some kind of...
Not circle the room, just pick a corner and watch.
And hover. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. The occasional...
fluttering of warg wings.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, familiars in second edition are amazing. Amazing.
Let's talk about them. Let's talk about your amazing warg pup. Familiar. Thank you.
Yeah, so basically when you rest for the day, you choose 2 abilities out of a set list. And as you advance in levels, you can expand on the number of abilities you can pick. And the list is pretty good. Like I can make him a burrower, I can make him a swimmer, I can make him a flyer, walker, and then I can give him speech. I can give him kin speech, which allows him to speak to other animals of their genius. And I can give him hands to be a lab assistant so he can help me out when I'm making potions and stuff. He'll have little warg puppy hands, which is super creepy, but
That-
awesome
that-
at
that's
the
cool.
same time.
that is very, very creepy. Like,
Horrible.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
turn him
it's-
into a trash panda.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he can. I can set him up to use my alchemy skill to make stuff. I can legit have him just talk.
Oh, you've
I
turned
can
him
give-
into
I
Rocket
can
from
give him
Guardians of the
scent.
Galaxy.
Yeah, but you only get to pick so many. Like, so right now I can choose 2 out of the list per day. I can also pick from master abilities. So if I don't pick the direct abilities that are like you can fly, you can see in the dark, I can have him so that he can give me an additional cantrip that's not in my repertoire. He can produce reagents for me. He can restore. I can set him up to restore a focus point to me for later on when I'm setting up spells. Lifelink, so I can keep him from dying. He can be I can train him to be an extra spell slot for spells 3 levels lower. Some of them don't really take place until later on, and I can also use him as a delivery source for touch spells. So I can set him up so that he goes and touches things, and it counts as me touching things.
Like a bomb runner. He's ticking and he runs at your opponent and then explodes.
Something like that.
You have an entire litter at your disposal.
It's like I said, familiars in second ed, they're but they're not grossly overpowered unless you're a witch, and then they're pretty grossly overpowered.
Which happens to be your backup character.
Yeah,
Wonderful. already showcased Helba's cousin Melba.
At second level with my witch, I've got 4 of the abilities that I can pick. So I can like give him
Ooh, nice.
speech, flight. Well, but there is a downfall. Like, so on my witch, my familiar is a raven. You think it could just fly? Well, it can't unless I tell it to. So it is that's why it's like it is a warg pup, but it's not. It's a familiar. It's it's an entity. Because once it becomes your familiar, everything changes and can change every day. It's cool. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it
lets you to flavor it however you want.
Yeah.
It's like that sweet ass, sick ass little customizable weapon that if it dies, you got to take 2 weeks to reforge it.
Yeah. Well, somebody wake up the cleric. Hey, what have you got that's interesting? You drunken has been. What?
Nothing.
He has
I'm still first level. I get nothing.
I touch people and they feel good. I feel dirty when I do it.
Oh, well, I got to say, you're getting mighty close. He's only missed a couple of sessions worth of battles, and I feel you're getting very close to second level.
Squish one more Muppet.
Yeah.
Oh, while they're sleeping too, I wanted to remove the rest of the rubble that Theo had started moving.
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
It's good thinking. Good workout for Muros. You'd be right into that. We should have sent you there to begin with.
Could have, but
Okay.
hindsight. It's okay. I was kind of jealous at first, but I kind of internalized it.
Oh, why does he get to move all the big rocks?
So you get to the door, and this is somewhere in this 8-hour period.
Yeah.
Okay. So no matter what happens, though, you are not going to wake up the casters. Well, I guess if
Depends on what happens.
if you have to
Let's not
defend
just
himself,
blanket
right.
it like that.
Okay.
A red dragon appears. Yeah, fuck it. They need their sleep.
Well, a door appears in the rubble. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to wait now.
Well,
Which way does it swing, in or out?
it actually comes towards you.
Okay, I take that couch.
Hence the rubble.
Okay, yeah, I take the couch here.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I drag it over to the air.
Okay. And you solidly put it against the,
Yeah.
Give that door a listen.
Now standing on the couch. Sure.
Way here.
Sure.
It's all about the angle.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I grab my pot that I got from this room that a certain spellcasting dwarf thought was useless and threw it away. And I hold it up to the door and put my ear against that.
Oh, kudos to you, sir, for making me look like the fool I am.
Ah!
It's a listening pot.
It was.
It was probably a pot to piss in, really.
Yeah, that's why it smells like
Okay.
ammonia.
All right. I'll tell you what you hear. Actually, I'll play the sound. Don't do that. You covered up my cool sound effect. Because now it sounds like there's an animal like jamming on the other side.
That's my dance.
Something circling the room and a low growl is issued muffled through the door. What do you have for nature? Knowledge nature.
I have.
Oh, wait. Did we ever find the goblin's mascot? They told us about it.
The giant bear.
Yeah. Did we ever find that? I don't remember.
No.
Excuse me, 1 second. Rob!
I bet it's a giant bear.
Rob, the next
Hey,
time
man,
you play, you're down a hero point. Shame on you, Rose Lawyer. That has nothing to do. Totally.
I remembered before he dropped the hint.
I know. I'm sure you guys would have came for it. He just can't help himself. It's just like, it's this. Damn it, man. That's awesome. But next time we play, Rob's down a hero point. That's all I have to say. So what do you got?
12.
12.
I am trained.
Yes. And one would have to possibly beat the DC of the creature. I would
Possibly.
to know it through a muffled door, with penalties, blah,
Oh,
blah,
To
blah.
identify it by sound through a door. That would be impressive. I'm sorry. That's got to be a hell of a DC.
You should totally open the door to get a better listen.
No,
Please-
don't do it.
please-
Don't listen to him.
Please
He's
do.
trying to get you killed.
No, well, Theon doesn't need rest to, he'll just jump up and
Now, jog my memory from the days of year old when the goblins had their mascot and it was missing. What was the story?
He specifically asked us to find it.
Oh, was it tame?
It was a giant dwarf eating bear.
a goblin. Some of the goblins had lost a hand feeding it, but they were determined that he was worth it. And they're sad that it might be trapped down there and can't escape because of the cultists and the strange creatures like the Noposaurus that chase them to the surface.
Wait a minute. Okay, there's like dead bodies in this room. With
Sorry.
me, right? Like,
Intelligence check pending that somebody
there's
besides
dead
Rob
bodies in
can
this room
remember.
with me. Like dead.
Yeah.
I grabbed the nearest
Yeah.
dead Kermit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wait until I hear the trot, 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 get the furthest point. I listen long enough to find out what that furthest point is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have 8 hours, so sure.
Yeah, okay, I have to entertain myself somehow.
Oh yeah.
At the point it's at the furthest, I open the door,
So
I throw in the
so
dead body.
You're gonna die.
You're picking up the dead body of something
Yeah.
that was once described as a Muppet. And you
Yes.
say you have no way to entertain yourself for 8 hours. You kidding me?
I did push-ups already. I already got to 10,500,000.
Okay. So there's none of this going on with your new little dead friend.
Ah. No, if the owner's around,
Yeah.
we might have had some fun.
Okay.
Well, we don't. All right.
For the audio audience, I made the sort of crux, there are no strings on me kind of, arms. All right. So you drag a Bogart over to the door.
I carry it small. I can heave that real good.
Upon 3 fingers, the push-up fingers, 2 fingers, spinning it like a plate while doing cartwheels. But you get it to the damn door.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what?
Open door, throw body in, close door.
You don't even
sounds
see,
like
you don't even wait to see what's there. Just open, chuck, done.
I know. I look. My eyes are still doing their thing.
Okay.
I don't close my eyes and open the door.
Okay.
Open, look, throw body, close.
That sounds like 4 actions. Oh, you're fucked.
Ah, fuck, I know.
Open the door, grab the body, chuck it in. All right. I will
Do things.
I'll gift you, I guess you could say, with what you see for a brief moment. Okay?
I'm primed.
Ooh.
Peepers peeping.
Oh shit.
Damn.
I mean,
That is an awesome room. I'm just
Yep.
going to say that right now. That is an awesome room.
I'm
That's
calling, I'm
And then
I
you-
am calling dibs on that room.
Forever burned in your mind, even though you shut the door, okay? A stately bedroom looks like a horrific crime scene. Sprawled haphazardly everywhere are half-mauled humanoid bodies laying in pools of blood, splintered furniture, bed curtains and rugs torn to shreds, and massive piles of dung as a large, massively hunkering grizzly bear sits on the bed in the middle of the room. The door opens, its head immediately snaps towards you, eyes bloodshot, maw
hi there.
salvaging. You toss the body in, and
Have some food.
it goes right for you as you slam the door. And we will see you next time on our Fantasy Ground sponsor. Don't forget Devon Knight Minis. I have a lovely one of a bear that you're going to see next week on the Elven Portal podcast. Say goodnight, Muros.
Good night. Goddamn door.